Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Satya Educational Institutes. Today I am going to explain database management system, all the questions are related. So please all the students join and let's start database management system. It's mean DBMS. Now here is the first question is what is the difference between data and informations? Data, the raw fact constitute data. The facts may be related to any person, place, activity, or thing. It may be stored in the form of text, graphics, audio, or video. Information Information is the process or organized form of data. If the data is not correct or accurate, the information obtained by processing such data may not be correct. For example, marks obtained by students and their roll numbers are the data, while the report card sheet is the information. Next question is what is a database? A database is an organized collection of data. Database can store, retrieve, and manage large amount of data. The database stores the information in the form of a table. What is a database management system? A database management system (DBMS) is a software package which manages and maintains data in a database. A DBMS enables several user application programs to access the same database at the same time. It enables organizations to easily create database for a variety of purposes. A database is a comprehensive collection of data, records, files, and other items. How is data organized in a database? There are two ways to organize data in a database. Flat file, it stores the data in a single table and it is suitable for small amounts of data. Relational, it stores the data in multiple tables and all the tables are connected to each other using a common field with the help of the relationship. Next question is, what is data module in database? What are the different types? Our database can be designed in different ways depending on what is being stored. This structure of database is known as the data model. The different data models in the databases are: first is a hierarchical data model, network data model, and relational data model. This is a hierarchical data model. In a hierarchical data model, the data is organized into a tree-like structure. The data is stored in the form of records. All these records are linked to each other at various levels. These are the hierarchical data model as a tree-like. For example, personal information, then employee name, salary, and the destination there. Then project name, project information, then there project name, project deadline, the employee in charge. It's mean tree like. Next is a network data model. Network data model. In the network data model, multiple records are linked to the same master file. It is also considered in inverted tree where the master is present at the bottom of the tree and the branches contain information linked to the master. Network data model as like links, limited personal information, then project name, these are the interconnected to each others. Now next is a relational data model. This data model is based on the principle of setting relationship between two or more tables of the same database. It is the most commonly used database model. Now next is what is entity in a database? Entity is the real world object about which information is to be stored in a database. Each entity is a collection of attributes. For example, if you want to store student information in a table, then the table heading is attributes and the student's single record is an entity. These are the entity. These are entity. It means student single record is called a entity. Next question is, what is table in a database? A table is a collection of logically related records. It is organized as a set of columns and can have have any number of rows. Next question, what different types of keys are available in RDBMS? The different keys available in RDBMS are primary key. A primary key is a unique value that identifies a row in a table. If the primary key is defined for any table column, it means the duplication will not be allowed. Candidates key, all the fields value that are eligible to be the primary key or the candidates key for the table. Such fields can neither be left blank nor can have duplicate values. Alternate key, in the table when one or two are made as primary keys, the others are the alternate keys. Foreign keys, by default columns are foreign keys. Foreign keys point to the primary key of another table. Next is what is RDBMS? It means Relational Database Management System. RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System, which is an upgraded version of RDBMS. RDBMS stores the data in the form of a table. In RDBMS, multiple tables can be linked together and support multiple users to access the database. Next question, what is an object in a database? An object in a database is a structure or a feature that is used to store, represent, or retrieve data. In fact, a database is a collection of objects. Various objects in a database are table, form, queries, and reports. Next question is, give the advantages of a database. Advantages of databases are reduced data redundancy. Reduced data redundancy, it means when the same data set is stored in two or more locations. This is referred to as data redundancy. As a result, this helps in the protection of duplicate data in a database. Sharing of data, data integrity. The term data integrity refers to the accuracy and consistency of the data in the database. Data integrity also refers to data safety, data security. You know that data is very important. Database give privilege to authorized users and allows them to access the database using a username and the password. Privacy. A database privacy rule says that only authorized users are permitted to access the database. For example, if you log into your Gmail account, then you will see your email only. You will not see any other account email. Backup and recovery. Backup and recovery are handled automatically by the database management systems. Data consistency. Data consistency ensures the modification in the data will be the same for all the users who are accessing the database. For example, if you have a registered recovery backup ticket from the IRCTC website, then whatever changes are there, it will be the same for all the users who are trying to reserve the tickets. Now, next question is the what is data type in database? Data types are used to define the type of data that will be stored in the database. Data types in the LibreOffice base are classified into 6 types. Number 1, text data type. The text data is a combination of letters, numbers, or special characters. No arithmetic calculation can be performed on text data. Text data type categorized into 3 types. First is a long varchar. It is also known as the memo data type. The memo data type allows to store text data up to 64,000 characters. Char, char, character data type is used to enter a fixed number of characters. It can be used for license number and passport number as they have a fixed number of the characters. Varchar, the number of bytes allocated depends on the number of characters entered by the user. For example, the address is defined as varchar 50 as like this is a fixed value, and if the address entered by the user is 20 characters, then only 20 bytes will be occupied in the database. Next question is what is data type in database? It means second number, numeric data type. Numeric data types consist of numbers. The numbers can be integers or real numbers on which Any type of arithmetic calculation can be performed. Tiny integers, small integers, and big integers, and numeric values, and decimal, and float, and real number, and double. These are the numeric data values. And now next C is the currency data type. The currency data type indicates the monetary values and can be stored using currencies of various countries. For example, $100, Euro 500 are raised to 5.50. Date data type. Next type, phone number, date data type. This data type is used to indicate dates and time. The date and time can be stored in various formats as like one date stores the year, month and day as it is stored in the system. Time stores the time of the day as hour, minutes and the second. And timestamp. Timestamp data stores date and time information at once. Next data type is Boolean. In the Boolean data type, there can be only two values, true or false. This also can be given in multiple format like yes, no, true, false, on, off. And now last is a binary data type. The binary data type is used to store digitized images and sounds that come as long string of zeros and ones. Now next is a what are the ways to create a table in LibreOffice Base? There are two different ways to create the table in the database. First, we are using design view and second, we are using wizard. And now next question is here, what is the navigation box in LibreOffice Base? The navigation box has the records to navigate from one record to another record. The various components of the navigation box are as follows. Record selection box. First is record selection selector box. This is text box where the currently active record number is displayed. Navigation buttons. These are used to scroll vertically in the tables. Relationship is a logical connection between two or more. What is relationship in a database management system? Relationship is a logical connection between two or more tables. Relationship helps to check redundancy and inconsistency of the data. Hmm. Next question is what is the advantages of relationship between two tables? Advantages of relationship between two tables are save time as there is no need to enter the same data in separate table. Reduce data entry errors, summarize data from the related tables. Now next is what is the file extension of LibreOffice Base? File extension for LibreOffice Base is .odb. Next question is how many types of relationship can be created in LibreOffice Base? There are three types of relationship in LibreOffice Base. One to one. Both tables in this relationship must have primary key columns. One to many or many to one. One of the tables in this relationship must have a primary key column. Many to many. The primary key column is not present in any of the tables in this relationship. That is good question. What is the difference between a transaction table and a master table in a database? If the school wants to manage student fees collection in a database, then school will create two tables, one for student details and the second for fee details. Here the student details will be the master table and fee details will be the transaction table. Very good. Question next is what are the advantages of relationship in a database? There are various advantages of relationship tables in a database. Few of them are as given below. A relationship can help prevent data redundancy. It helps prevent missing data by keeping related data in a database. Creating relationship between tables which helps to enter invalid data in the database. Any update in the master table is automatically reflected in the transaction table. Next question is explain referential integrity with the help of an example. Referential integrity is used to keep data maintained, accurate, and consistent. Data in a base can be connected between two or more tables using primary key and foreign key constant. For example, suppose there are two tables, student detail and fee detail. In the student detail table, the fields are GR number, student's name, address and phone number. Here GR number is the primary key. In the fee detail table, fields are GR number, fee, date, amount. Here GR number is foreign key. Here both have a common field, GR number. This is known as referential integrity. What is referential integrity? Referential integrity is used to keep data maintained, accurate and consistent. Data in a base can be connected between two or more tables using primary key and foreign key constraint. Referential integrity helps to, if there is a no connected records in the main key table, records are added to a related table. Changing values in a primary if there are any dependent records in the linked table. If there are any matching link records in a associated table, records from a primary key table are deleted. Hmm. Which option is used to maintain referential integrity? LibreOffice Base give us following four options to maintain referential integrity. Number one, no action, update cascade, set none, and set default. No action, this is the default option. This option states a user should not be allowed up to update or delete any record in the master table if any related record exists in the transaction table. Update past cascade. This option allows the user to delete or update the reference field, but along with it, all the related records in any of the transaction tables will also be deleted or updated. Set null. This option assign a null value to all the related fields if the master record is deleted or updated. Set default. This option assigns any fixed default value to all the related fields if the master record is deleted or updated. Now next question is what is a query in a database? Queries help to retrieve and display data from one or more tables in a database. This is done by giving specific search criteria to the DBMS so that we are able to view the exact information that we want. Next question is what are the different ways to create queries in LibreOffice Base? Our queries can be created in three ways: using a wizard, in design view, and in SQL view. That is a one question. Consider the following table and answer. This is a one table. Table is a library, book ID, book name, author name, price, and the publisher. Question: name the field in the given table. Name the field in the given table. So the field name of the table is book ID, book name, author name, and price and publisher. These are the field. These are the field. Book name. One minute. Explain. These are the field: book ID, book name, author name, price, and the publisher. These are the field name. So field name is this. Okay. Now next question is here. Which field should be made the primary key? Primary key. It's mean book ID. Primary key means बोले तो book ID. Book ID should be made the primary key because book ID uniquely identify each record. Now next is is there any alternate keys in the field? His question is here. Is any alternate keys in the table? The alternate keys could uniquely identify record, but it is not chosen as a primary key. So book name can be considered as alternate key. It means book name because these are also separated. Alternate key if it is uniquely identify each book. Very good. That is a good questions answers. Next is a सब गलत हो गया यार, ये पीपीटी थोड़ी सी लास्ट में दिक्कत कर गई है। हमें लग रहा है एक ही उठा के हमने कर दिया है। How is the primary key different from foreign key? Explain with example. Primary key is a field in a table that uniquely identify each record in the table. It means that duplication and null will not be allowed in the table. For example, book ID can be considered as a primary key in this table. Foreign key is a key of another table that refers to the primary key from the first table. Foreign keys are helpful to create a relation between two tables. Example, if in the first table the book ID field is defined as a primary key, then in another table the book ID field will be a foreign key. Next question is here. Hmm. Next question is here. Write a query for insert the following record F005 Kuruta. These are the SQL query. These are the 1 minute wait. These are the question is saying write the SQL command to answer the queries based on the fabric care table. These are the fabric table, and here fabric ID, then the fabric name, then type, then the disk. These are question. Then answer is a insert into fabric values F005 Kuruta Boolean and 5. These are, so this reason you have to write a this command. Now next is a next command is write a query to display only those fabric whole disk is more than 10. Whole disk is more than 10. It's mean this only. Select from fabric where disk is greater than 10. Only अगर if you write, ठीक है, if you write this sentence, this then display only this command. Next question is here. To display the those record host type is woolen. Host type is woolen. It's mean woolen here is only one. Woolen is here only one. Select from fabric where type is equal to woolen. Then you write this command. Then only print this word only. This table only. Now next is a to modify the fabric shirt by increasing discount by 10. Fabric shirt increasing by 10. This means this. Update fabric set disk is equal to disk plus 10 where f name is equal to shirt. It's mean here is to write increase a 10. Then you have to write a this command update fabric set disk is equal to disk plus 10 where it means subclass. This is a where is a subclass where f name in the this f name is equal to shirts. Now last queries to delete the record of fabric F003 from table. It's mean this you want to record or you want to delete from this record from this you want to delete this record from fabric table. Then you have to write a code delete from fabric where fabric id F003. Again note delete from fabric where fabric id F003. Now next is question is here. What is a form in a database? A form is an object of database, object of a database that has a user friendly interface where data can be entered and seen in an attractive and easy to read format. This form is also known as a front end application where the user can enter the data. Next question is here. How many ways are there to create a form in a LibreOffice base? There are two ways to create a form. First is using a wizard, and second is using the design wizard. And now next is what is the forms control toolbar in LibreOffice base? This toolbar contains various controls that are related to the form. Some of the uses of the forms control toolbar are adding a calendar for the date field, adding text to the form, adding a new record using a form. Next question is what is the record toolbars in LibreOffice base? The records toolbar contains the navigation control button in the extreme left. With the help of these button, we can traverse and view the records in the file as we move from one record to another. Next is the question is what is tooltip in LibreOffice base? A tooltip is a small piece of text that is displayed when the mouse pointer is placed on a particular control. For example, if the mouse pointer is placed over the event ID text box, a message enter event and identification number can be displayed. What do you mean by report? Report helps to present the retrieved data in an attractive and customized manner. We can create a report based on our table, our query, or both. Next question is what are the different types of reports in LibreOffice base? There are two types of reports in LibreOffice base. Dynamic report. By default, the type of report is dynamic. The means as the field values in the base table or query change, the report will also change automatically. And a static report is used when we don't want automatic updates. And the last question, differentiate between forms and reports. Forms are used to store the data in a semantic view. Edit, delete, and modify can be easily managed. Forms auto calculation can be done easily. And the report display the data in the presenting format. The report can display all the records from the tables. Edit, delete, and modification cannot be done through report. You can take a printout with the help of the report. Now these are now next. I think last question is here, and your DBMS part is over. All the questions and answers related to the database management system is here done. And now last unit, only unit number 4, maintain healthy safe environment only is left. Then in next videos that questions will be provided. Then after, only two videos for the MCQ. First is a subjective and second is a employability base. Thank you. Good day and good night. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.